Hi, this is Morley and this is the M-Wire. Well, it is with great pleasure to report to you that there is fear and loathing with a strong whiff of desperation in Fulton County and in other places, as we're going to see in this video. Full panic mode. In desperate move, Fulton County Board of Ease asks court to dismiss EF case as forensic audit nears. This was filed yesterday and the audit officially begins tomorrow. Talk about an absolute last-ditch attempt. Lawyers for the Fulton County, Georgia Board of Registration and Ease filed an official request to the court to dismiss the EF case brought by Garland Favito and others before the forensic audit is launched starting Friday. Last Friday, Judge Brian Amaro from Henry County in Georgia ruled that the audit in Fulton County, Georgia must proceed. This comes after the video report by the Gateway Pundit earlier in December revealing the same batch of bees were being counted 2 and 3 times. Yes, I remember that video very vividly, and Amaro is not backing down, folks. He's saying, no, there must be an audit. There's no negotiating this. It's going to happen whether you want it to or not. But you see the desperation here, folks. It's blatantly obvious. I mean, you'd have to be blind, stupid, or both not to see it. The fact that they filed this literally 2 days before the audit was to begin, that tells you everything that they need to know. This tells you why Raffensperger all of a sudden flopped like a fish. If you haven't seen my Georgia update from yesterday, go check it out. He is trying to save his sorry gluteus maximus from extinction, and that's all that is an exercise in. The judge ordered the parties to appear at the Fulton County ballot storage location at 10 a.m. on May 28th, which is the Friday before the Memorial Day long weekend. On Wednesday, attorneys for the Fulton County Board of Registration and Elections filed a last-minute request to ask the court to dismiss the entire case from the actual forensic audit begins. Here's how their last-ditch attempt was worded. The motion to dismiss, which was filed on Wednesday, argued Garland Favorito and the other plaintiffs never served the county and the other Superior Court of Fulton County lacks jurisdiction in the case. Attorneys also argued that the Fulton County is not proper party to the case. It is an improper party because it is not the final policymaker which controls over ease. The motion said the E-Code states that where there is a board of ease, the entity acts as a superintendent and conducts ease and primaries. Fear and loathing in Fulton County, folks. Now we're going to get to Rachel Maddow. Folks, this is rich. You are not going to want to miss this. Yesterday on her MSNBC show, she went on an absolute tizzy about how this is a runaway train without DOJ intervention, folks. If you haven't seen this clip, I highly recommend you watch it, if nothing more for entertainment purposes. I'd love to show it to you, but as you can well imagine, that wouldn't go well on the platform here. But I'm just going to give you the highlights of what she said here. MSNBC host Rachel Maddow said the most important story in the world right now is a push by Republicans to conduct audits of the 2020 E around the country, making the case for why the Biden administration should get involved. I don't know about you, but those don't sound like the words of someone who's confident that 46 won by 80 million votes. If you would want to flaunt that, wouldn't you? Like, that's just pure flex if you won by that margin. So why are they on the left so apprehensive about these audits then? I just can't for the life of me figure it out. The liberal political commentator, who also with election officials was heavily criticized for GOP-led Arizona state audit in Maricopa County and raised an alarm about a similar efforts for the potential F and irregularities in place such as Michigan, told her audience on Wednesday that the question is now whether a nationwide solution is required to stop this mess. Well, Rachel, we are stopping this mess. That's why this is, as Stevie B says, metastasizing all over the country. That's the perfect adjective to describe it. We now have Pennsylvania possibly in the mix. We have Michigan in the mix. We may have Wisconsin in the mix. Nevada, I mean, just the number of states that I've named so far, we're already getting pretty close to 10. That represents 20% of the country by state. Think about that. Maddow referred to Kristen Clark, who was this week confirmed by the Senate to lead the Civil Rights Division of the Justice Department, as someone who could get involved, as she argued that the state officials playing whack-a-mole can't stop efforts questioning the integrity of the 2020 One of the things they could get involved in at the federal level is to try and set a national expectation, a national standard here to draw bright lines about what can't be done, is around these slapdash, privately run, bonkers, corrupting third-party audits of the last she said. Once again, this is just nothing more than a massive deflection campaign, folks. Deflect, deflect, deflect. No, nothing to see here. Well, your candidate apparently won by 81 million votes. Let's prove it. Why not? The Justice Department did express concerns about the developments in Maricopa County earlier this month, warning that the audit and recount might be afoul of federal law. But without a national response, Maddow said, I'm going to tell you this thing is a runaway train. Yes, Rachel, it is a runaway train, and what has been set in motion cannot be stopped, and you know it. So does the rest of the world. Well, I just wanted to bring you this update, folks. I will keep you abreast of everything that's going on with these audits. The news is going to start coming more fast and more furious, but I certainly will do my best to keep you absolutely up to date on everything. Keep fighting, Patriots. Please remember to like, to comment, to share especially, and to subscribe. Thank you, and God bless.